If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Cheers back again and welcome to episode number 68 of the Chelsea career mode here on FIFA 15, and we're stepping it up to legendary. The difficulty setting has been raised to its maximum. We won 9 games out of 9 in the opening few Barclays Premier League fixtures, and albeit we had a torrid time, or haven't had the best of times in the Champions League so far with 2 defeats out of 3 games to this point, we are deciding to step it up to legendary for the foreseeable future in this series. Won't be changing the difficulty in the My Player or in the Cambridge United career mode Road to Glory. They'll stay the same. But for this Chelsea save, considering the strength we have at the side right now, every single player in every single position is world class at this particular stage, or almost every single player in every single position, even with the rotation side, is of good enough quality to make sure that we can maintain that top of the league spot, but or at least on world class. On legendary though, could be a little bit different. They've got Obafemi Martins up top at Crystal Palace. Obviously they're the home side here. We're travelling away to Selhurst Park. We're starting Diego Costa up top in this one, with Robin, Hazard and Oscar as the 3 midfielders behind him, Matic and Fabregas in the holding roles. Pretty bog standard first team for me in this one. As you can see, Lewandowski on the bench. It's kind of hard for me at the minute to decide between Lewandowski and Diego Costa, because they both score goals whenever on the pitch. So I'm kind of just selecting them on stamina terms. If one player is, got more stamina than the other, then he's the man that starts. And in this instance, Diego Costa had 100% fitness, and Robert Lewandowski was still a little bit tired from the previous game in the last episode. So Diego Costa was the man that started. We had a first chance. They had a first chance. Courtois with a good save after their keeper made a good save at the other end. So Diego Costa clearly being the man highlighted there, but they're going to have the second chance of the game, or they're the first team to have a second chance for themselves. Jonathan Williams with the shot, and I'm still not sure, after in real time and editing and watching it again whilst commentating, how the defender hasn't been able to clear that ball as it drops at the near post. James McArthur has just shown so much determination to beat the man to it, and unfortunately we find ourselves going 1-0 down. Not a scenario that we're used to at present, but Diego Costa works the ball brilliantly, but then the finish is a little bit poor. Great feat to work the opportunity, and he's done that so many times this season already, but 99% of the time he buries it in the bottom corner. This time he fires it wide. Says Fabregas trying to find some space on the edge of the box. They've got a lot of men back here, Crystal Palace, just trying to find a little bit of space for an opportunity for a shot. Doesn't drop for him, it does drop for Oscar, who then gets wiped out whilst he's taking the shot. And we do pick up a penalty 10 minutes into the second half. You'll see from the replay, he just gets completely wiped out. Gets his shot off just, but he scoots the ball up in the air because of the pressure from the defender, and because he's just completely knocked him off balance. See, just shins it in the air and gets completely taken out by McArthur, their goal scorer. So he scores a goal to put them in front, and then gives us the penalty to give us the equaliser as Hazard steps up, pops it into the top right hand corner. So we're 1-1 after 56 minutes. Who's going to be able to get themselves a winner then? That's the question, because we've won every single game so far in the Barclays Premier League. First game on Legendary, it's 1-1 in the last few moments, but Ross Barkley's through 1-on-1, but a great save by Price in goal means that we only get a draw from this one. So we step up the difficulty and immediately see an impact in on-field results. We get a 1-1 draw at Selhurst Park, so our 100% record in the BPL is now gone. Now, we do need, however, wins in the Champions League. Obviously, we played Red Bull Salzburg already away from home, and that was our single victory so far in this competition. They got a man sent off in that game early on, and we ran out, was it 4-0 winners, I think, in the end? We have lost, though, 1-0 to Saint Etienne, and we lost, it was either 2-1 or 3-1 to Schalke as well in the other Champions League games. So we really do need a victory in this one, to be completely honest. As you can see, completely different 11 in this one than the side that played Crystal Palace, understandably, with it being a midweek game only a few days after the weekend one, going on my usual fitness rotation, as I tend to do, kind of Rafa Benitez-esque almost. But Red Bull Salzburg still starting Alan and Jonathan Soriano up top, same way they did in the first game against them. Obviously, Lietgaard got sent off after about half an hour, was it? I think it was in the first half, and it caused them all sorts of problems, and we were able to get a dominant win. We go off to a great start here, though, after 4 minutes. We are on Legendary, of course, but we were able to get an easy lead there, thanks to the header from Antoine Griezmann, and
trying to build on that immediately afterwards. You can see only 8 minutes on the clock now. Lovely ball in by Griezmann, this time turning provider. Ramirez wins the header. 2 headers scored so far, but only one of them counts. Ramirez was offside, unfortunately for him, so we stay only with the 1 goal advantage. Pushing further into the first half, though, continuing to be on top. Lovely feat by Robert Lewandowski here into the box. Goes to have his shot, and he gets caught from behind. Now, you'll have to let me know in the comment section whether you think that deserves a red card or not. There was another defender on the shoulder, and that perhaps would be the reason why the referee only gave a yellow, not a red. But Lewandowski was in the process of pulling the shot at the same time, so the other defender probably wasn't going to get there before he had the shot, so you could argue it perhaps should have been a red card. But Lewis steps up, and it's a great pen. Going the opposite way to Hazard in the previous game, we have ourselves a 2-0 lead now after 39 minutes. He's missed a couple of penalties this season, Robert Lewandowski, so that will do him the world of good confidence-wise to actually be able to put one into the back of the net. Ross Barkley, though, lovely ball. I kind of dummied, was looking like I was going to play it out wide to Antoine Griezmann on the left-hand side, and I think the defence kind of shifted, expecting me to play that ball, and then we were able to slot through Robert Lewandowski for his second of the game, thanks to a nice little through ball from Ross Barkley, who was heavily involved in this one. You can see, setting through Willian here down the right-hand side, looking to get himself another assist, and he does get himself another assist. Willian just settles himself before firing the ball into the far bottom corner. I was wondering where this sort of goal-scoring prowess was in the Palace game, because we could have done with, perhaps a 1-0 or 2-0 win here and an extra couple of goals in the first game of the episode. But regardless, they're going to try and push and get themselves a goal back if they can, because of course goal difference could play a part for them should they be level on head-to-head with the side that finishes in second place in the group, or the side that looks like they might be finishing a second, they're battling for second and third, or maybe even third and fourth to get themselves into the Europa League after the group stage. But we had to rely on Kevin Trapp not once but twice to make 2 very good saves to keep our scoreline intact. So goal difference for us takes a really big boost, as does our points tally, and we go above Salzburg in the group. I'm not sure what happened between Schalke and Saint-Etienne in the other fixture. We could be up to second, although I think we're only up to third, but time will tell. Obviously, we'll have another game in the group stage tomorrow. I think we've got the return game against Saint-Etienne, or they come to us actually. I think we went away from home in the first game against Saint-Etienne. But Thibaut Courtois back in goal, same side that played against Crystal Palace, playing here in this second Barclays Premier League game of the afternoon against I can't actually remember who we playing here. It was Burnley, of course it was, in their black away kit. But yeah, not really expecting too much from Burnley in this one, although obviously we are now on Legendary. We're playing 4-4-2, Danny Ings and Lucas Jutkiewicz up top, so expecting Danny Ings to be a real thorn in my side in this one. At least I was expecting that. We'll see from the ongoing highlights whether that actually turn out to be the case. Here is Danny Ings on the ball, plays through his teammate Jutkiewicz, so nice little 1-2, and Burnley take a 1-0 lead after a minute and 50 seconds at Stamford Bridge. Not exactly what was in the script for me. I was not happy with that. My defending was atrocious, as it normally tends to be. You guys know how bad I am at defending on this game this year. Diego Costa, though, nice little back heel to Cesc Fabregas, looking to get us an equaliser a few minutes later. Didn't quite come, though. Chizak, the goalkeeper, making a very good save, and that was going to turn out to be a bit of a theme so far in this particular game. Michael Kightly, though, puts in the cross. Danny Ings with the header off the post, or off the bar, sorry, and Jutkiewicz beats 2 defenders to the ball to make it Burnley 2, Chelsea 0 in the 24th minute. Now that really wasn't on the cards when I started this game. I wasn't expecting too much of a test from Burnley whatsoever, but having changed up to Legendary, it appears to be such a big leap from world class to Legendary. I was really struggling against Burnley of all sides. If it had been Man City or Arsenal or Man United or Tottenham, then maybe you could understand it, but Burnley were playing very, very well, and even when they were up against it with the backs against the wall, the goalkeeper was coming up with some worldy saves, reacting to that one with a fantastic save to tip it round the post after the initial shot took a deflection. Again, batting this one away from the shot from distance from Diego Costa, looking for the far top corner. We did get ourselves a free kick, though, 20 minutes from time. I decided to lay it off because it was too close to get it up and down over the wall. Turns out that was a good idea, because Robin smashed it into the bottom corner in the 82nd minute to make it 2-1, but we weren't able to get ourselves an equaliser. So we win 9 out of 9 on world class, step it up to Legendary, and draw against Crystal Palace and lose against Burnley. So I'm not really too sure what's going on there. Legendary clearly a lot more difficult. Burnley are in 19th or 20th place in the league as well. So I'm not sure whether that was even their first win of the season. It must have been, unless they've won 2, drawn 1 or none, and then lost 9, because clearly they're not in the top 18, and they have to have a maximum of 7 points, if not less. So we're giving Burnley a win there. I'm not really too sure what that means for the rest of the season, or at least the upcoming period. It's going to take me a while, by the looks of things, to adjust to playing on Legendary. So we may have a few rocky results between now and the January transfer window. But we got the win in the Champions League, which was at this stage the more vital result. So thankfully, we have a 2-point lead still at the top of the table, but I'm going to have to work my backside off to try and maintain that. But that is going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, drop the video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. There'll be a My Player episode later on tonight, heading into season number 7 in that particular series, so keep your eyes peeled for that in your sub boxes around about 8 o'clock. Should be streaming tonight as well over on Twitch, so follow the link in the description to my Twitch channel, and follow me there and on Twitter as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.